Hi everyone, in this tutorial what I'll be doing is I'll be showing you what the control bar is. As you can see, I've already signed in into my Microsoft Teams. I've signed in as an app, and as you can see, I'm hovering over the control bar, and today I will talk about what the control bar is and what the functions of each buttons are. Okay, so let me start by the first one. The first one, it says as soon as I bring my mouse over it, it says hang up, which means if you want to close the meeting, you can close the meeting. And the next icon is show participants. As soon as you click on it, can you see this is moved, and it will show how many people have joined the meeting or the number of participants. It will show on the right hand side. Right next to this icon, you have a chat icon. As soon as you click on that, and it will tell you, it will bring up the chat option. If you just want to say hello to everyone, hi all, and they should be able to see all the messages. In order for you to access it, you have to click on it. So if you don't click on it, by default everything is closed, so you have to click on it before you can see it. If we share any documentations during the presentation or during the meeting, you have to click onto the chat icon before you can access it. Right next to the chat icon, you have the three. So let me close this for the time being. Right next to the chat options, you have the raise hand. Raise hand, just like anything else. If you want to say something, you click on this icon. As you can see, it's already been highlighted in purple, which means that you want to say something during the meeting. And once you've done whatever you wanted to say, you can click on it again, and it says lower your hand. And as soon as you bring your mouse over it, it will give you both of the options, raise your hand and lower your hand. Okay, and the next option is if it's the three dots. If you click on the three dots, it will show you a further options. So the show device settings, if you want to change the settings, let me click on it. Here, if you want to select, if you have two microphones or you don't know which microphone to select, from there you can select which microphone you want to select. In my case, I'm selecting this. For the speakers, you can select from the drop down menu that you just want to make sure that you've selected the right options. So whatever you want to do, and the microphone is you're there, and blah 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 and so on. So the next is show meeting notes. If you want to show any notes during the meeting, somebody had said something, you should be able to see them. Show meeting details, right? These are the details of what the meetings are about. You can copy the link from the show meeting details. It says hide meeting details. Okay, and then the next option is enter full screen. I don't need to do this because as soon as you enter it, it will give you the option to enter the full screen. So let me give it to you like this. As you can see, I have a full screen, and you can drop it back down to the normal screen. The next option is the background effects. If you want to change the background of what it's your background, you can make changes. I'm not going to go through that. The keypad, turn live on, and the last option is start recording. If you want to record the meeting, you can click on it and it will start the recording. And this option is usually available if you have been assigned the organization email ID and the password. Usually the presidents, general secretaries, finance secretaries, and so on have their own Jamaat email ID, and they can log in. The last option is turn off your incoming videos. If you don't want to see other people's video, then you can turn that off, or usually you can leave it as it is. Right next to it, it says open share or share your screen. So as you can see, as soon as I've clicked on it, it gives me different options. What would I like to do? Either I can share the window which I'm in right now. If you have a PowerPoint, you can share that. If you have a whiteboard, usually if my advice is as a beginner, if you don't know much about the rest of the details, the best thing to do is share your desktop. Okay, if I click on it, as you can see, I'm sharing my desktop. And if you want to stop it, you click just give me 1 second. Okay, you click on stop share here, and it will stop my screen share. So what this does is basically it shares your entire screen, and whoever is in the meeting, they should be able to see everything what you are doing. Right next to this option, you have a microphone. As you can see, if I click on this, it will mute my microphone, and to unmute it or to speak to other people you need to click on it again. By default, a lot of the times it is muted, so you have to make sure before you say anything that your microphone is unmute, okay, as it is now. Right next to it you have the camera option. If you want your camera to be enabled, you click on this link. If you don't want it to be enabled, then you click on it again and it will turn it off. Hopefully I think that explains the control bar. Let me quickly cover this in Urdu.